We got a windstorm coming in, and that's all sand. So it's a little too windy for me to record out here, but I'm about to hook up the rig and go over to the Ltva that has the dump. We're gonna dump and get water. Whew, yeah, I just got out of the shower. Because now I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna fill up on water so I can use whatever water I have left to take a shower. And I just realized something, like, you know, I don't take showers that often, but I do have, you know, baby wipes. So I stay clean-ish, you know. I just don't take showers that often. I just didn't want you guys to think I was a total dirty freak, you know. I am. So I'm gonna get these guys loaded up, and then we're gonna hook up the trailer, go dump. But I'm not gonna record any footage there because it's getting dark. The windstorm is happening right now, which I just decided, I'm like, oh, that's even better. The line's gonna be even shorter because nobody's gonna want to dump in these conditions, you know, with the sun coming down and the windstorm. That should scare away pretty much anybody. So hopefully we'll just pull right in, start dumping. We need to dump too. I should have my mic on because it's pretty windy right now. The sandstorm's still going. I just got us all hooked up. I even put the bars on. I don't think that's really necessary, but it only takes me about 3 minutes longer, maybe 4 minutes. Because we only have, you know, a few miles to go. It's not that big of a deal. But when I was thinking about dumping the tank today, I was like, oh, should I dump it today, or should I give it another few more days? And you just kind of lose track of time, especially in a place like this where you're here in the same campsite or same area for, you know, weeks on end. Basically, you kind of lose track of time. But I've been keeping track. Like, I write down in a log pretty much every day. I write down something that we did. If I filled up my propane tanks, that's a really good thing to keep track of. So I'll record that as well. So I was looking in my book today, my little log, and I was like, I wonder when's the last time I dumped the tanks? And yeah, I lost track of time. This isn't the longest that I've gone before dumping, but it's pretty close. I had no idea it was this long. I thought I just did it like 2 weeks ago, but no, it's longer than that. So just a reminder, you know, to keep a log when you're doing things like supplies, basically, like how much water you have, how much propane you have, fuel, stuff like that. Just keep track of it. So since we're gonna come back to the same spot, all I do is I kind of pull everything a couple feet away from the wheels of the trailer, and I'm gonna put it right back here. That way I'll know it's gonna be level. I leave my blocks here. Then I got chocks. I gotta pull these chocks out too. Don't let me forget that. And I leave this stuff out too, like my little patio, a couple chairs. I left the dog bowls out sometimes. That way, you know, nobody's gonna take our spot when we're gone. There's not too many people driving around right now because of the dust. So I think we're gonna do pretty good at the dump. All right, it's exciting times on the Got Out channel. We got low fuel. I got enough gas, obviously, but I'll have to get gas tomorrow. Hopefully we don't run out while I'm trying to dump my tanks. I just had to go through a little wash, and I scraped the tailpipe again. You see me a few videos ago. That's like the low spot on my trailer, and the leak is back. I got a little leak in the gray water tank, so that's, you know, it could be a lot worse. It could be the black water tank. So I got a little leak, and I noticed that because when I was looking where the ground was scraping, or where I was scraping on the ground with the sewer pipe, there was some leakage, and I checked, and it's coming from the gray tank. So that there was like a little bit of water on the dirt there. But check out these conditions. This is crazy. Isn't that crazy? I mean, you can see fairly far, but usually, wow. I mean, it's coming. Usually you could see way, way out there in the distance. I mean, perfectly clear. But here, it looks like you can see about probably a couple 100 yards. But I just talked to a lady that was driving by in a truck, and she said she was driving on this road just a little bit ago. She said it was whiteout conditions. She said, keep your lights on. Now I can't see. Holy cow. I can't see. I'm determined though. I'm really determined to get this dump done. And there's going to be nobody in line. You just wait and see. This is going to be like the secret to dumping your takes in the LTVA. Oh crap, I can hardly breathe. It's like coming in. I don't even have the vent on in here. Woo. This is going to be the secret to dumping your tanks in the LTVA. Just come during a windstorm and you don't have any line. Okay, now it's clearing up a little bit so we can make a little more progress. I got the dogs with me. We're just chilling here. We're gonna fill up water too. We're gonna dump. We're gonna dump. We're gonna dump. It's about as exciting as it gets. At Quartzsite, dump day. Mr. Echo sees one dog. Okay, there's the dump. It's like right there where that truck is. There's only one truck dumping right now. There's no line. So I'm deciding to get water right now because it's 5:15. The water gets shut off, I think, at 6 o'clock. But I'm just hedging my bets in case they shut it off at 5:30 or something like that. So I'm gonna get my water and then go over there and dump the tanks. Like, I think this is the perfect time. This is awesome. The sun is almost down though, so you probably don't want to be dumping in the dark. You know, I do have my headlamp, which is not fully charged, but you could do that. It probably wouldn't be that big of a deal in the dark. But I don't think there's going to be running water at the dump because, like I said, they turn off at least the spigots here. This is the simplest system I got for water. I use a little extender there. They got your normal RV filter and then the hose. And they usually have these barricades up and I just hang my hose here. That keeps it out of this muck because it gets pretty nasty in there. And then here's the secret. This is the secret tool you want. This spout right here. It's too windy over there, but that spout is, I think it's like $8 or something like that on Amazon. Check our description down below and click on that link. That helps us out. I love that thing. One of our subscribers sent that to me and I use that every time I fill up on water. It's just a simple valve to turn it on and off, but it has the hose. It's just the right length. It clips onto your RV, and then I can also bring it into the truck with the hose, and the hose will be totally on. I can crawl all the way in here because I can't open the bed. Because of this, I can't open the bed. So if I want to fill these up, I kind of got to climb in here. Okay, this thing's overflowing. I have a pretty awkward setup right now because I got these two bikes in here and I haven't been explaining everything about these bikes, but I do want a bike for our adventures. Like an electric bike, I think is the best thing for me. Something with good beefy tires, maybe a little suspension, something like that. These two bikes I got in here, well, I don't want to get into it, but I've been talking about it a little bit on our Patreon. So you can check out our Patreon page. That helps us out. So what I wanted to show you in here though is this hose. See how I got it running through here? And I'm just kind of hanging out. Like, this is really probably dangerous. But it's just because the bed of the truck is so clogged with these bikes in here right now, I can't climb in all the way. But regardless, like I was showing you on the hitch out there, the jack gets in the way of lowering the tailgate. And so since I can't lower the tailgate, if I want to get all the way back in here to get to my water jugs, then this is kind of how I have to do it. I have to climb through here. And you might be asking, well, why do you have your water jug so far forward? I just put them here as far forward as I can in the truck so they're in front of the rear axle to kind of distribute the weight, and that seems to work pretty good. So you guys heard it here first. The dust storm is the best time to come to the dump. Look at that, no line at all. I just talked to somebody at the water station and he said sometimes they turn off the water before 6, so it's good that I got there early actually. So that's another little tip for you guys. All right, oh, the dump line's getting longer. Somebody just got in line. Dang, it got dark really quick. That was actually kind of an enjoyable dump experience. One of the best ones that I've had here at this dump. There was like one other person that came in while I was dumping, and I got to take my time because there's nobody in line. And the bay next to me was open the whole time. Someone has just pulled in right now. But other than that, I've been here probably like a long time because I rinsed out the black tank with clean water. I did that like 3 or 4 times. I spent a long time here because last time I didn't do that because there was a little bit of line. I don't like to, you know, make people wait for a long time. So I just kind of dump it, and I didn't even rinse it at all. I just dump it and then go back to camp. But this is a good time to do it. It's super quiet. It was a little windy. I also used rubber gloves this time, which is kind of a clean feeling, like I feel extra clean. And then I wash my hands afterwards too. And now we're gonna go back to camp. The dogs are happy, but it's getting dark, so it's gonna be a little bit of a challenge pulling back into my exact spot.